Hey everybody, it's Thursday. It means it's time for your Thursday thought. And at the top of every residential contract to buy and sell, there are really about 3 ways that you can take ownership to a property. I'm going to run through those real quick and add some clarity to each one. Number 1 is severalty or sole ownership, and that's pretty simple and straightforward. And basically, that's when one person or one entity is taking complete ownership of the property. The next two are a bit more confusing because there's one that is called joint tenants and then tenants in common. So what are those two? So the joint tenants are basically when a husband and wife buy a place together, they become joint tenants. And so that basically means that they both own the property 100%. They both have 100% interest in the property. If someone were to die, the other person automatically already has 100%. So there's no real separation between the two. The two of them are on title and they both have 100% ownership. The tenants in common is actually pretty unique. This is how maybe some investors might take ownership in a property where they each have 50% ownership of the property, and someone could actually sell 50% ownership with the consent of the other partner. You see this sometimes in married couples who maybe each have their own individual kids who want a portion of their property or of their home to go to their heirs. So you sometimes see married couples who maybe get married later in life and have kids that they want their equity to go to. So that's kind of the purpose of the tenants in common, kind of more for investors, where we want to keep our ownership interests separate from that of the person we're buying the home with. So that's kind of the point of tenants in common. So again, sole ownership, joint tenants, where both or all people have 100% ownership, and then tenants in common, where you're actually splitting ownership of the property. And that's one of the first sections on the contract to buy and sell real estate. So hope that was helpful. Thanks for tuning into this week's Thursday Thought, and we'll see you next week on next week's Thursday Thought. See you, everybody.